Hi, my name is Kirti, and most of you are here from my Instagram. But those of you who don't know me, I am a reader who likes to read and review movies and books. And for the longest time, I wanted to have my own space on YouTube where I can share my interest in books and movies with like minded people. And on the encouragement of my friends and family, I finally decided to upload my first video. And for my first video, I wanted to do a book haul. I just returned from Delhi's biggest book market where you can find amazing books for a very reasonable price. So I wanted to share the books that I got from my this visit. So without getting any further, let's get started. The first book that I purchased was A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. This is, of course, a New York Times bestseller. This book is something that you will always get in the recommendation in all the bookstagram accounts and book talks. But yeah, and on Pinterest you'll get, like, you must have seen this cover. But this book is the first one that I purchased because I got this for a very good deal. This was for 100 rupees in the market. This is part first of the trilogy, I am guessing, because I've only found the first two part. The Good Girls, I have this part also. I don't have the last part. So yeah, this was the cover is pretty intriguing. I've always been a fan of murder mysteries and crime dramas, but this cover was giving the vibe, and I wanted to buy this for a long time, and this time I got it for an excellent deal for only 100 rupees. And as you can see, there is no compromise in the printing. The printing is very good. Pip is actually our protagonist, and yeah, it's a very decent, like, not decent, it's like a very good print. But at first I thought these chapters starting, I thought these were ink splatters, and yeah, I was kind of disappointed. But then I realized it's actually a design by Holly Jackson. So yeah, it was kind of good, and it has like book entries, diary entries, sort of, and it has imagings. So it's a very great, in-depth murder investigation, I am guessing. Yeah, I tried to avoid as many details about this book. Like all books that I go into, I just deep dive into the book. But yeah, this had me intrigued, and I wanted to see what this was about. So I got this. But at the same time, I got the second part also, because it was like kind of a, I'm getting it, so might as well get the whole set. But I could only find the first two, so I got this one also. This was for 120, which is pretty decent deal because it came in a very good cover quality. uh it was sealed and everything. For the price, I got it for 120 rupees. This is in pretty good condition as well. The spine is not broken or anything. So yeah, it was, I was pretty happy. Whenever you find books like these, you get really happy. But there is this one thing that's going to bug me forever, is that, can you see that the gloss on the text is just a little on the side? And yeah, I it's been bugging me. But yeah, it's not too bad if I'm getting, like, for that deal, for the deal I got it, it's pretty decent price. Yeah, so I have to get the third part, Good as Dead, the last part. So yeah, but this book retails for a much higher price in India, and I got it in the book market. So I'm pretty excited about this. And yeah, I can't wait to read this one. And maybe I'll like this and I'll get the third part. I'll buy the third part. Now, next is this, Tuesday with Maury. I know it's a book that I should have read way before, but I recently got introduced through someone I know. They recommended this writer's book, and I read, of course, the classic, People You Meet in Heaven. So I was intrigued and I wanted to buy this, and I got this. This also has a very good print. No printing mistakes, nothing at all. So I was really happy, and I got it for 70 rupees only. So yeah, it it's a good deal, right? So yeah, I got this, and I'm really excited to, I actually like small books. I can carry them in my bag, and it's really easy. It's much easier than carrying this one. So yeah, I can finish this really fast. And if I have uh books like these are really helpful when you're trying to get to complete your reading goal on Goodreads. And you have to, by the way, follow me on Goodreads. You can like buy these kind of books, and it's like a lifesaver. So yeah, this is this. And the next book that I got is Healing is the New High. Now this is the book that I have no idea about. I just found this cover very aesthetically pleasing, and the title is absolutely intriguing. Healing is the New High, a guide to overcoming emotional turmoil and finding freedom. Like, who would not want that, right? Oh, wow. I am still a child who gets very excited about seeing the pictures. So, yeah, this also had a very good print, and I got this. I think I got this for 80 or 90 rupees max. I've not paid for like these single books, I've not paid more than 100 rupees. So yeah, taking charge of your inner healing is one of the greatest act of self love. By committing yourself to this process, you're already lifting your vibrations and creating space to welcome more joyful experiences. How beautiful is that? So yeah, and it's also in a very good shape, and this time the gloss is not tilted sideways. Fantastic, I love that. So yeah, it was good, and it and I am really excited to read this one. Now, if you have ever been recommended books on Pinterest and on Goodreads, this book is it has to be in your TBR. This is LMNOP. It's a classic one, and I found this cover really beautiful. So, this book is about two people having conversations through letters, and as they are going about their conversations, some letters and words are banned in their country, so they have to remove them from their life and from their future conversations. So as the book progresses, I think the letters get removed from their vocabulary. Yeah, you can see A, B, C, D is missing. You can't use D, E, F, G, H, I, J. So yeah, I mean, to write something like this, we have to appreciate the writer. We have to appreciate the skill that it takes to come up with these ideas. This is a very fabulous idea of writing a book like this. So yeah, I mean, i have I am very intrigued, and I'm ready to read this one. Okay, now these two book I should have read a long time ago. These are two classics, but in my defense, I just finished reading The Song of Achilles, which is phenomenal book. And I have always been interested in Greek mythology, but the overwhelming amount of characters and the backstories, all that's going on was overwhelming, and I sticked to very simple, short Norse mythology instead of that. Norse mythology is less complex as compared to Greek mythology, so was more interested in I got into that direction. But recently I finished reading Song of Achilles, and I wanted to know how the Greek world was, the story before the Aristosakayan and after him, and all of that. So I was looking everywhere, and I could not find a very good version of Homer's Odyssey. Penguin Classic is, of course, the choice for publication house if you want to go for the classic books, of course. But it was not available in any of the stores that were nearby. Tried to find it in the libraries. I could not, but I just got these, and someone. I feel sad for the person who threw these away, who sold these, and yeah, I got these. One man's trash is another man's treasure, I guess. So yeah, I got the Odyssey and the Iliad. Like, I think Iliad comes first. Yeah. So I got these two 400 each, which is an absolute steal. I mean, it's in a pretty decent condition if you see like if you check it out, it's not that bad. Of course, the Odyssey is a little damaged. I mean, I can't say. If you read it, the books get, if it will be in my bookshelf for like 3 years, people will think that I've read it too many times, and they will not be able to guess that this is a second hand copy. Otherwise, of course, it's amazing, amazing, amazing. There is no tear, there's no uh, markings or anything. So yeah, it's, I think I got it for a very good deal. Iliad is, of course, a little less used. I don't know why. Maybe the print is so fine and that overwhelmed the person. I don't know, because that was my first thought. And yeah, I mean, I want to, in the future, I will review how I felt about reading this. We have read the Wikipedia articles, we've read all sorts of information online, but not many people are intrigued into reading these. So yeah, I got these. Next thing I got is this book set. Now, before I tell you anything about this, you probably know what this is. This was a very successful franchise. I had read these books in like 2010, 11. You might have guessed it. I read these books and I never wanted to buy these because I don't know, I just felt like I've read these, but what's the point of having and storing books? But now that I'm growing my collection, I think this book has impacted me in some ways, some way. I don't know if it's a positive way or a negative way, but these books had an impact on my teenage years and childhood. I think these books should be in my bookshelf, right? So this book set is, of course, the saga. Yeah. So I got this again. This is a very, this is before you get into the jump into the conclusion. These books are all second hand books. People have, uh, I would not say thrown away. They did not find the use for these books, so they sold them, and I purchased it at a very decent price. 100 rupees for each book, which is an absolute steal for me. I think, and I would have not paid any more for these or any less. And it's, anyone who doesn't mark their books is an absolute legend. So thank you very much. If you are planning to ever throw that books away, uh, don't mark them. And if you want to mark them, keep them forever. That is my policy, and that's why I mark all my books. Yeah. So this is what I got for like 100 each. And the deal was, I found this one in hardcover, which is, I hated when books have real size differences, but I think Breaking Dawn is such a fat book that if I got it for paperback and I would read it twice, it'll just rip. So I got it for the hardcover. Yeah. So let's get rid of this cover and let's see what's inside. Oh, I love this. This is fabulous. Yeah, it's I as I guess it's pretty boring and it's pretty dusty, but yeah, it's people like those who sell these books do not have much care for these. So if there is any damage on the book, it will get 10 times worse. So I try to um, buy these books early in the morning, so they have minimum contact with other people who are not planning to buy these books, but they are touching it and everything. So yeah, these, I got these. Yeah. And I have always been in love with this book set, the series. I love this movies and nobody loves this one. That's a fact. Nobody loves New Moon. So yeah, they can go. But yeah, no, I love this. I love these, and I was talking to my friend the other day, and I thought she said that if you love it so much, you must have it in your collection. This and Hunger Games. I have read all these in digital copies. I have a Kindle, so I read it on Kindle. And when I read this one, I borrowed it, some of it from my library, some of it from my sisters, and yeah, so I never really purchased that many books. So now that I think I'm growing my library, I think I should have kept these. And this is to my collection. And this, how do you feel about Twilight? I just want to know. And this book, this series, and everything, how do you feel about this? I love them. These are all the books that I got for this time. Please, if you can and if you want to, go for second-hand books because they are excellent for environment. Don't stop outright buying books from Amazon or visiting your local bookstore. But if you can find a cheaper copy, or if you've already read the book in a digital format, which is also very good for the environment. Reading digital reading is very excellent for the environment. But if you just want to have a book like me, if you want to keep this book in your collection and that's all, you can go for second hand copies. And yeah, this is my book haul.